guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with a birthday book haul for you. I have been incredibly spoiled by all of my friends. I love my friends so much. I am so thankful for this community and for everybody who sent me a birthday gift. I love you guys so, so much, and I also have some special editions that I'm very, very excited to share, and I also went to a Polycon, so I have a lot of books to share with you, and I will just get to it because I'm going to be talking for a long time. If you saw my thumbnail, you saw the books I was holding. I was in fear for my life holding those books because it was very heavy and I did not want to drop a single one because they are books that are very expensive and worth a lot of money now. So the first I want to show you the most beautiful books in my collection now. I don't know where I want to display them. They are going somewhere special. Are my Illumicrate editions of the Bridgerton series. I normally don't spend this much money on special editions. I think in total all the books were $170, a little bit more, but they are absolutely stunning. Line up on the sides, and I love them so much. They are opposite of what the order is. So on top is book number 8, which is super pretty, and then we have It's in His Kiss. I don't know where I want to put these. I'll put these over here and then I'll put them back in order when I'm done. And then my favorite, and it's got the thistle, the Scottish thistle on there, which is my favorite. I'm obsessed. I love these. Oh, and they all have sprayed edges that match the cover. So we have Sir Philip. I had to get them because not a lot of book boxes do historical romances, and I love historical romance. And so I knew I would regret it. I didn't love the Once Upon a Book box. I think they did another set of these. I didn't love that, and those were like really expensive. They were doing it like 2 different boxes, so they did 1 through 4 in one box, 1 through 4 in another, with a bunch of different stuff, and I don't need swag. So these are stunning, and I cannot get enough of them. I'm so happy I bought these. People are selling them for like $800 now online. I will forever cherish these. I also have Mystic Box goodies. I am a rep for Mystic Box, so if you ever get off of their wait list, if you're on there, use my code PeaceLoveBooks and save yourself 10%. I get these boxes sent for free. But speaking of historical romances, I was dying that they included Sea of Ruin by Pam Godwin, one of my favorite historical romances, and then we have Dark Notes as well, which is my second special edition. I also got the Hello Lovely special edition. They did, but these are really gorgeous, gorgeous end pages. I'm obsessed with these. I know people were really trying to join the boxes for Pam and Penelope. So we also have Penelope, which, oh, the photos for Pam are here. We have these art prints that came. I love it so much. I'm obsessed. I'm so excited. They really knocked it out of the park with these 2 boxes, and I think one of them was delayed a little bit, so we got them literally like within a few days of each other. Then we have we have Hideaway, so we have Kai, and then we have Damon with Kill Switch, and they're so pretty. These don't have sprayed edges, but like they match my Corrupt now, so I do have all of them. I have been with Mystic Box and Belle Book Box for over a year now, so I'm very excited that I have these. We have also different art prints. And this one also came with a pin, but I already put that away where all my pins are. So love the art prints as well. I don't know how I'm going to fit all these in my shelves, but we will figure it out. Then we got Belle, which I'm very excited. The next Belle book box is going to be Candy Steiner. So check out Belle book box as well. My coupon code's the same, Peace Love Books, 10% off. These are these 2. I don't know if they still have this box in the shop. They did have some extras. So we have Inseparable by Siobhan Davis, and then we have Be the Girl by K.A. Tucker. They also have really pretty edges. I'm excited to have these. I do love K.A. Tucker, and I haven't read anything by Siobhan Davis, but I'm excited to have that. So those are my exciting special editions I'll get out of the way. So now we have all of these. Now I do have my notes in the front to remind me who gave these to me. So we have Nikki from Nikki in Bookland. I love Nikki so much. She sent me the 5th book, I believe, in the Wrecked series by Catherine Cowles. This is like the last book I needed to own by her in her series of this series. I think I have some in Sutter Lake I don't own, but I am reading this series right now. These are the last few books I have to get of her backlist, so very thankful to Nikki for getting that to me. So I have a pile of what's going to go directly to my TBR bookshelf because that's definitely going there. I gifted myself Flawless by Elsie Silver. This actually hit #1 in the Kindle bookstore on Amazon, which is absolutely amazing. I know he is a bull rider, and I don't know anything else about it, but everybody's been raving about it. I know Caitlin from the Love Librarian and Lizelle from Lizelle Loves Books have been loving these. I think Lizelle actually has a whole guide to Elsie Silver, so I can link that down below if you're interested. Oh, and Morgan just posted her guide to Catherine Cowles, so I will link those 2 down below if you're interested in these authors. But I'm loving Small Town, so those two I'm very excited to read. I also was gifted the Cat and Mouse Duet by Aishi Carlton. Now these were sent to me by Laura, obviously from Laura's Bookish Life. I love Laura. She's also works in education, and so these two, it's also the day I'm filming Laura's birthday, so happy birthday, Laura, to you. But this is the Cat and Mouse Duet by Aishi Carlton, which I'm very excited to have. I'm going to see Aishi Carlton in Kentucky in October because she's going to be at Authors in the Bluegrass. So these, I believe, are like super, 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 super dark. I think he stalks her. That makes me excited. Then I have another small town romance. This one was sent to me by Navia, and it is Broken Miles by Claire Kingsley. I really want to try more of Claire Kingsley and try the Miles Brothers series, so I'm excited to have this. That's going to go directly onto my TBR shelf. And then I bought myself Twisted Lies. I know that Bloom Books, I think, just recently got the rights to these books, so I definitely wanted to get the guide cover because I don't know if these are officially going away. They bought the discrete covers for her series that they're going to publish themselves. So this one, though, when it came from Amazon, it had a cracked spine, and I'm fine with cracked spines and used books in like historical romances, but when it's like this matte, independently published romance, cracked spines just freak me out. I hate them so much. I could never crack my spine of these books, and it had a cracked spine, and I was like, there's no way this is staying. Like, if there's a crease in the back cover, I'm like, whatever, it's the back, it's fine. But the spine was cracked. I knew it would bother me the entire time I was reading it, so I got a new copy. It's very pretty, and I'm excited to have that. Now I have all 4 books in that series to have on my shelves. Then we have, this is from Navia again. It is A Deal with the Devil by Elizabeth O'Rourke. I am very excited to have this. I think I have almost her entire backlist now because I'm actually interviewing her next week on my channel, which might be this week. I'm pre-filming a lot. I go back to school next week, so I'm trying to like take advantage of my last week of summer and film a lot. So really excited. These are her contemporary books. Definitely gonna read this hopefully soon. I also did get the Dark and Corky box for their Reverse Harem box, I believe it was. I'm a rep for Dark and Corky, though I don't get their boxes for free. I just get them at a discounted price. And so I did get Malice Mafia by Coralie June. This one is not the one I took to, oh, this one is. So they actually sent me 2 copies of this. I think it's because they weren't selling them because they were like damaged books, like damaged. Each chapter page, I believe this is supposed to be like super dark, and these printings did not come out the best, so that's why I got these at a discounted price. And so I actually have another one of these that are like flawed. I'm gonna give away. Literally, I think the only thing that's flawed about it are these pages that aren't darker. I think they're supposed to be darker, and they just didn't print well. So I have this though, but I got to meet Coralie June in Book Bonanza, so I got that signed, and it's just all 3 books in one. I read the first 2 and I really like them, so I want to read the 3rd one. So that's gonna go over there. Then all of these I got for free at Book Bonanza. I don't know how many I will keep. They're all these. So we have a Vanessa Vale. I might just like put together a box to give away. It's Teaching Me the Ropes. We have a Cowboy Wolf romance. We have this one I'm excited for. We have Stroke of Midnight by Kay Webster. They were giving this away for free, and this is Cinderella inspired Kay Webster, so I would like to read more Kay Webster, so I'm excited about that. And then we have Must Love Books, which Source Books I think was a sponsor, so they were giving away a bunch of their books. And then we have Sin and Chocolate by K.F. Breen, which Tori didn't like, so I was not planning on reading, but maybe I will read it now. Who knows, but that's gonna stay. Those are books that I got for, I think it was in our bags, like our registration bags of Book Bonanza. I did share my Book Bonanza books in my vlog, so I put those away. I didn't have them to share, but I do have more for my birthday, so this one I'm very excited for. Jessin sent this to me, and this is Lovely Bad Things by Trisha Wolfe. This is a dark romance, so it says he's the devil and she's his wicked game, and he has a pitch black soul. She's called to the crime scene to investigate the most gruesome act of violence in their town, and I'm pretty sure like he's the reason, but I just saw Riley didn't like this, so I'm really excited to read it though. I love Trisha Wolfe, so I want, if you can't tell, like I love small town right now, but I'm like really itching for dark romance, so I'm excited to read that. I also got to meet B. Celeste at a Polycon, and I ended up picking up When It Rains because there's cheating in here. I love a very messy romance, and I like it when there's cheating. I know that's like a huge no-no for some people, but I've grown to really like those books, okay? So I ended up buying this one. I know it's her newest one, and I know a lot of people don't love it, but literally the tagline is, what happens when you become the villain in your own love story. So I'm excited. I'm gonna have a fun time reading that. That's why that's over there. And then I had friends send me the first 2 books in the Runaway Road series by Devney Perry. Riley sent me this one, and then my friend Sarah sent me book 2. So I'm very excited. These are really short, and I feel like I can fly through them. I have been, if you can't tell, obsessed with Devney Perry. I have read so much of her backlist. I am finishing up the Lark Cove series. I'm caught up in the Eden series, and I have 1 book left in the Jameson Valley series, and then I want to read these, and then I want to read her Will and Ash stuff. So I'm trying to get through her backlist, and I'm obsessed with her. So I'm very excited to read these 2. They're small towns. Thank you to Riley and Sarah for getting these for me. Those are going to be read soon. I also was sent from Christy, which also, Christy, happy birthday. Christy's birthday is either today or tomorrow. Christy's birthday is tomorrow, the day I'm filming this, but it has already passed by the time this video goes up. But happy birthday, Christy. Christy got me June 1st, which I'm very, very excited for. I love Jennifer Hartman, and I started this, really loved it, but I need to be able to like sit down and just like read this all the way through because it's not a good book. I was reading it on my Kindle on the treadmill, so I was only reading it in 30-minute increments. I need to just sit down and read the paperback. So very, very excited. This one is a best friend's sister romance, and he pretty much grew up with them. So very emotional. Very excited to read that. Okay, so then I also am very excited for this one because Jess from Honest Fiction sent it to me. I love Jess so, so much. Congrats to her for hitting 5K. She just hit that this past week, and it is super exciting. She got me Does It Hurt by Aishi Carlton, and this is our Ravished by Romance pick for August. The book club I run with Lacey, and this one's very dark, and I'm pretty sure it takes place like in the water, and I don't know, like the sea. I don't know if there's like sharks. There's an abandoned island, and it sounds dark. So Aishi Carlton has dark romances. Super, super excited for this. The cover is gorgeous. I'm pretty sure that Emily is the one who designed this one. Murphy, though, designed the other edition that's gorgeous as well, but I'm obsessed with Emily and her designs. So this one's absolutely gorgeous. Very excited for that. We're already 1 stack down. I feel like I'm going at a good pace right now. So let's get this other stack that you've been looking at from this corner. I have a lot. Okay, I have Up All Night with a Good Duke. I was sent this from the publisher. This one I was really enjoying, but it was around the time I was just burnt out on historical, so I stopped reading it. I did get an arc of this, but she is a teacher, but she also writes gothic novels, and she meets this guy who has a daughter, and his daughter, I believe it's his daughter, unless it's his sister. Nope, it's his daughter. She is like a preteen teenager in that area, like 13, and she loves reading gothic novels too, and it's really funny so far, so I can't wait to continue this, hopefully soon. I'm excited for that. I also have this gorgeous copy of Aphrodite and the Duke. I need to read this really soon. This comes out August 23rd, and I don't even know what it's about. I just know it's historical, and there's not even a synopsis on the back. So this says, oh, it says second chance romance. A jilted beauty and a regretful duke discover the second chance can be divine in this diverse Regency romance for fans of Bridgerton. I'm excited. I'm super excited to read this. Super priority this month. I also have The Hookup Plan by Farah Roshan. This one was sent to me from Forever Romance, and this is a enemies to benefits to lovers. I think they were rivals in high school, and now they hook up a lot, and she is a doctor. I love the series. This is book 3. Super excited to read that. I also am going to be reading this in a vlog coming out on Friday. I'm going to read Bright Like Wildfire by Juliet Cross. This is actually Jessen's aunt. I got to meet her at a Polycon. She was super, super sweet. She's also a teacher. This is a small town romance, which I'm very excited, and it takes place in Louisiana, and she hates him, and she's in trouble. I'm excited. I also love, I was talking to Corinne Michaels about this. If authors don't publish through Amazon, I believe if they publish, I don't remember, through somewhere else, like the paper is really nice. It's like normal paperback paper and not like that thick paper you get from Amazon, and that's what this is, and it's super floppy, and I love it. So I'm gonna set that aside for my reading vlog. I was also super excited that I was sent, I need to see if my, okay, so if you watch my channel, you know I have 2 dogs, and Darcy loves to get into things. If I don't watch her when she comes upstairs, she's gonna get into something. And so she did get into my box that Lex Martin sent me because there were little foam footballs and chapstick in there. And the box was closed on my floor, but she's a beagle. She sniffs things out. And I was not home. My sister was home. I will preface that. And I'm normally very aware if Darcy goes upstairs and I make sure she does not get into anything. She's perfectly fine downstairs, and when we leave her alone, she stays downstairs. For some reason, if we're like ignoring her when we're home, she likes to sniff around. So Lex Martin sent me 2 copies of Tight Ends and Tiaras, which is her newest book. One for me, which is this copy, which is the one that Darcy did not get a hold of, and so she signed it for me. This is her new adult romance, and it's about football players, and it's a single dad. So I'm very, very excited to read this. But Lex was so kind to send me another copy to give away that Darcy got a little bit a hold of. So it's literally, you can just see in the corner, there's a little bite mark, but it's signed to give away. So I don't know what to do. If you guys would like be okay winning a book with like stickers and bookmarks that's signed with a little love from Darcy, let me know if you'd still be interested in that, because I was really annoyed that it wasn't my copy that she got, because then I would have been fine. But this one is the one not for me. So let me know if that's annoying to you, or you would love a book that Darcy loves as well. If I should still give this away. I don't know. I feel bad. And I was annoyed that my sister wasn't watching her, but that's okay. That's okay. Then, oh, I was at Garnet Flats, but I read it and it's over there. So this one, I did get a paperback of this by Devney Perry. It was amazing. I loved it. Love her. This one came without a note, so I don't know who got this for me, but I did ask for The Outpost by Devney Perry because this was a 5-star read. I absolutely love it. It's forced proximity. She's hiding out from the mafia because she wrote an expose article about them, and the guy's the one who is looking out for her. I'm pretty sure he's a firefighter or just someone. They always like call on him to, he is a fire, because the firefighters say, I'm pretty sure he's a firefighter. I love this. I love this cover. I love Devney Perry. I'm obsessed with her, so excited to have that. Then I'm also excited to have this because I love this author. I got to meet her at Polycon. So my friend Samantha from Fragrant Pages got me Two Fights by Nikki Castle, and I got to see her at a Polycon. She actually came up to me and Tori. She saw us, and we had both interviewed her on Tori's channel, and so it was super fun being able to meet her in real life. She is such a fun person, and I love this book so much, and I love book one so much. They are MMA romances, so if you like fighter romances, read these. This one is also a sister's best friend romance, so very good. I also ended up getting, I think, all of these that I had on my, yeah, so I have, they're all like spread out though. So I have Connor by Asavarelli that McKay got me, so thank you McKay for the birthday gift. I love McKay so much too. And it's Connor. This one is part of the Boston Underworld series, so I'm very excited to have that to add to my collection. I also got these two when I was in DC for a Polycon. We went to a couple bookstores. The first one we went to was very cute, and I really love their romance section, so I got 2 books. I ended up getting Heartstopper Volume 3. This is the one that was out like everywhere, and so I only had 1, 2, and 4. When I first read the series, I was reading it from the library, and then a student lent me their copy of book 4, so I never bought them, but then when the show came out, I was like, I need these on my shelf. Oh yeah, so the bookstore is East City Bookshop. If you're ever in DC, they were an amazing bookstore. I love them, so I'm excited to have that. And then I also I wanted to buy a romance. I ended up buying Dead Romantics because I'm pretty sure Annie from A Funny Girl Named Annie said it was kind of like The Mediator by Meg Cabot, and I loved The Mediator growing up. This one is about a ghost romance. So she's a ghost writer. That's really funny. And then I'm pretty sure, yeah, she finds a ghost and they fall in love. I'm very excited to read this one, and I haven't seen too many people talking about that one. I also have another Elizabeth O'Rourke that I'm adding to my shelves. So Cheryl, who is my Loungefly bestie. I love Cheryl so much. Cheryl, if you're watching this, you're amazing. Thank you for putting up with my messages. I've become obsessed with Loungefly lately, and she is my go-to for questions with that. But she got me The Devil You Know, and I'm excited to read the series by Elizabeth O'Rourke because I've read Waking Olivia and her parallel series, well, book 1 and parallel series, and I need to read more, so I'm excited. Then Samantha from Books with Samantha got me Savage Hearts. So she wanted to buy me a sweatshirt when we were in DC together, and they didn't have the one I wanted. So then she just like handed me her phone and was like, get yourself whichever book from your wish list you want. And so I picked out Savage Hearts. So thank you so much to Samantha for getting me a present for my birthday. You are the best. She also helped buy me dinner when we went out to dinner Sunday night. It was me, Lacey, Desiree, Samantha, and Tori, and they all treated me to this lovely Italian dinner for my birthday, and it was amazing. So thank you so much for making my birthday special. She also was the one who recommended us go see Six, the musical, which was one of my favorite musicals like I've ever seen ever, and I'm obsessed with the soundtrack now. So you're amazing, Samantha. I love you, and I'm excited to have this series. I need to read that one, so I'm excited to get to that. Avery also ended up getting me the Resurrection by Jodi Ellen Malpass. This again is like that gorgeous paper that I love. I really enjoy the Brit, so I'm excited to continue on the series, and Avery is just amazing. You all need to follow her as well. I love her. I just like am obsessed with my friends on BookTube. I love them all so much. And then I also have a Krista and Rebecca Ritchie book. Tiffany Jesse ended up getting me Charming Like Us. Thank you so much to Tiffany. I am trying to collect all of Krista and Becca's books. I have a lot of them, so that's gonna help me. Then Verna ended up getting me the By a Thread by Lucy Score. I really enjoyed Things We Never Got Over, and I've heard people really like this book. I'm pretty sure this one was also picked up by Bloom Books, if I'm not mistaken, so I want to read this soon. I don't know if it's a small town still, but I had a lot of fun reading Lucy Score, so I want to check out more of her backlist. I also have an amazing friend on Instagram. Tifa ended up sending me an arc of Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan with the gorgeous cover, and I'm super thankful to her for sending this to me. I'm so excited to read this. This one is a second chance romance between a divorced couple. Comes out in November. I'm gonna read this soon. I'm super excited. I'll probably read it hopefully soon, and then reread the audio when we do it for Ravished by Romance, because we always do Kennedy Ryan's new release. I am a rep for Hello Lovely. I have been working with Hello Lovely I feel like for like 2 years now. I'm obsessed with Becca. I've gotten to meet her in real life now. I love her as a person. She runs Hello Lovely. Use my code PEACE15 if you want to save from them, but I do get their trope of the month box, and this last one was The Brit by Jodi Ellen Malpass. Like I said, I loved this book, and I love Jodi Ellen Malpass, and so this one was the pick for this past month, and I'm very excited for the next box. I think this is a really fun box because it just comes with a book, probably like, and this one has a sticker inside that was sent with it as well. You can't really read it because it's a white sticker, but like when you put it on something, you want to put it on something dark, so then it shows up and it says Dark Romance Readers Club, and it's a bookmark, and it's signed by the author, and yeah, I am super excited. I love this cover too, so super excited that Jodi Ellen Malpass was in that book. I also was sent, like I said, this whole series. Oh, I'm pretty sure that Lacey sent me Brutal Vows. It came without a note, and our friend Michelle was the one who like filled out the note for her, and it didn't even come, but thank you, Lacey, for this. I love the series, and I need to continue reading it because I love books 1 and 2, so books 3 and 4 high priority for me. I'm also super excited about reading more from Elsie Silver. So Morgan from Nothing Better Than a Book sent me Off to the Races. Morgan's also a huge small town romance fan, so I love that she got this for me. She's a new trainer, like horse trainer at their ranch, and he's her boss. So I also got this cup at Walmart for $10. So I got it in pink and blue because I was obsessed. Check out your local Walmart. They have really good cups. But thank you, Morgan, for getting me this. I'm excited to read more from Elsie Silver's backlist. Then Desiree from Genki Reader ended up getting me Iron and Magic by Lana Andrews. I really need to read more fantasy romances, so I was very excited for this one. This is their independently published fantasy. I believe Alana Andrews is a husband and wife duo, unless I'm very wrong about that, but this sounds really good. I can't tell you synopses of fantasy romances, but thank you, Desiree, for getting that for me. And then Carrie from Book for Romance had picked up Eyes Turn Skyward for me. I actually have this book, but I think the author changed the cover, so I don't have this cover, so I was really excited when I saw that she got this for me. She did end up getting it signed for me from the author, and I don't remember if this is book 1 or 2, but I'm really excited to read this. So oh, the heroine's sister died. She has her sister's same heart condition, so people are very delicate with her, and he is enrolled in the country's toughest flight school. So I know that Rebecca Yarros writes a lot of military romances, so I'm very excited to have that. And then my friend Annie from A Funny Girl Named Annie got to meet Diana Quincy at the Fated Mates podcast filming during a Polycon. I didn't go, and I had no idea Diana Quincy was going to be there, so she got me a book signed by Diana, and it says, "Thanks for your support. Happy birthday." I love Diana Quincy so much. She knows how much I adore her, and so I'm very excited to have a signed copy of Her Night with the Duke on my shelves because I love that book so much. I also ended up buying the Remaking of Corbin Whale by Roane Parish. Desiree from Genki Reader had recommended this. I met this author at a Polycon, so I did get to have it signed by the author, and this one is MM, and they work at a bakery together, like, and it takes place at Christmas, I think. So very, very excited for that. I mentioned that I hung out with Annie at the signing, and her and her friends don't read a lot of like fantasy romance, so they did end up getting this book in their registration bag. I did not have the level that got this, but they ended up giving it away. So I got Shadow and the Ember by Jennifer Armentrout, the special edition. Jennifer ended up putting my name in it, which I didn't necessarily want her to because I didn't know if I was going to keep this book because I haven't read this one yet, but she was too busy like talking to me and signing my books that had my name in it that she put my name in here. But I'm excited to have this. It's very, very pretty. I've already seen people selling it for a god-awful amount of money online. It's a whole other story. I was also sent the Hellion and the Hero by Emily Sullivan. This is a historical romance and it's a second chance, which I love. So I'm very excited. And we are back to normal paperbacks as well for historicals. So very exciting about that. I also got to see Macaulay Smeltzer, and I ended up pre-ordering 2 books by her. I pre-ordered Real Players Never Lose and Nice Guys Don't Win. I am alternating what I own between the guy and the girl cover, so I book 1 in the guy, book 2 in the girl, just because I was obsessed with the colors of this cover, like that purpley pink, and then I got book 3 with the guys. I plan on getting books 4 and 5 when I see her in Kentucky, and I read book 1. They're new adult sports romances. He's a baseball player in the first one, and I loved it, so very excited to read more. Have those. My Macaulay Smeltzer collection is increasing a lot. I also got to see Sophie Lark, so I got her new edition of Stolen Air. This one also has the nice floppy pages, and Stolen Air, her new covers actually have like art all in them, which is amazing. So it has art all throughout, which is really cool, and I love these covers. She was out of book 1. She brought books 1 and 2 with her, but she had a few more copies of book 2 left, so I got that one. And I don't know if I want the entire series or I might just get my favorites, which are 1, 2, 4, and 5. I don't know, but then I might as well get all of them. I don't know. I have that one though. And then Tori ended up buying me From the Embers by Ali Martinez. It said it was super angsty, and we were trying to figure out what Tori wanted to buy for herself, and I was like, oh my gosh, that one sounds really good. And she's like, okay, and then she bought it for me for my birthday, so thank you, Tori. But this one, there's a tragedy, and they were the only survivors that night. So he is a single dad, and she lives in their guest house. I'm very excited to read this. That's going to go in my read soon pile. I also have Help Me Remember by Corinne Michaels, which is Amnesia. Also, we were talking to her, and this one is super floppy. This one, I'm very excited because I remember someone recommending it to me in my comments somewhere, and so then I was having her sign books, and I was like, oh my gosh, is that your Amnesia romance? And she was like, yeah, apparently people hate Amnesia, and I was like, that's one of my favorite tropes. I'm gonna buy that book. So I'm very excited to read this. I love a good Amnesia romance, so that one is also hopefully going to be on the read soon pile. Okay, we're down to my last stack, which is very exciting. I've been talking for forever. So my friend Sarah works for a bookstore and ended up sending me a copy of The American Roommate Experiment by Elena Armas. This one comes out in September. I'm going to be seeing Elena Armas in September at Joseph Beth Booksellers in Cincinnati, so she's going to visit there, and I've already bought my book to see her. So I'm very excited to read this. Thank you, Sarah, for sending me an early copy. I'm going to try to read that as soon as possible. I also got a copy of The Dare by Harley Leroux. I could only buy it as a paperback on Amazon. The ebook is banned. I'm going to do a banned romance reading vlog soon, so keep her out for that. McKay has already warned me about that and the other one I'm reading. I also got Love on the Brain by Allie Hazelwood, who's also going to be at Joseph Beth in August. At the end of this month, I'm going to see her there as well, and this was sent to me from Berkeley. Very excited to read this. This one is more of her, like, an academia romance, so I'm gonna read that one. I also had 2 more I was sent to from Berkeley. So one is Love in the Time of Serial Killers by Alicia Thompson. Her name's all the way up here. So this one says, one woman is going to have to learn how to give love a chance when she's used to suspecting the worst. So I guess it's a romantic comedy. She's a PhD candidate and she's obsessed with true crime, which I think is super fun because I love true crime as well. And she is convinced her neighbor is a serial killer, but I think it's their romance. So this sounds really fun. I'm very excited to read that one. They also sent me Addicted to You by Chris and Becca Ritchie, which was bought by Berkeley, and this one has exclusive bonus material. I love this one. I love Chris and Becca. Very excited to have that. I also have some more gifts. So Jen from the Book Refuge got me Ruthless Creatures, the original edition. I do have the special edition I bought, but I wanted to have the original cover as well. I love this book so much. Mafia romance, so thank you, Jen, for getting that for me. I also am really excited because Zay from Woody Reads, whom I love, sent me Don't Kiss the Bride. And Don't Kiss the Bride by Carrie and Cole is one of my absolute favorite age gap romances, so the fact that I have it on my shelves now, I'm so excited. I love this one so much. So much. He's a little older. He marries her. It's marriage of convenience. So she could have some health insurance. Very excited for that. Sam from Sam Reads Little sent me a Scarlet Peckham book, which I'm very excited to have. This is The Earl I Ruined. I love all of her covers, and I really liked the Duke something. I have it somewhere over there. I don't remember what it is, but I really like the first one, so I'm excited to read more from the series. Sam also sent me Saint by Asavarelli, and this one's part of the Boston Underworld series. Sam spoiled me by getting me 2 books, so thank you, Sam, so much. I love you. And then I have Toxic by Maggie Cole, which I am really excited for. So Sigrid sent me this. Sigrid also sent me a giant Winnie the Pooh Squishmallow, I don't know how to say that, but he's on my bed, and he's in every single live show I do now that are reading sprints, so he's adorable. So thank you, Sigrid, for getting this for me. I got to see Sigrid at a Polycon, and it was super exciting seeing her in person. I'm excited to have this. I want to read more Mafia romances from Maggie Cole, so very excited to have that. Sigrid also ended up getting me, I'm pretty sure Sigrid also got me Jade War as well. I really want to read Jade City and then pop right into book 2, so that's why I'm excited to have that. I also have another Boston Underworld series book. This one's from Victoria, from Victoria's Romance Reads, who I also got to see at Polycon, and I was super excited to be able to meet her in person. I love her as well. Thank you so much for getting me Thief, which I now have all the books in the series, and I'm very excited to catch up on those. I was also sent these 2. We have The Year of the Witching, which is I think this person got me a book for my classroom, and the notes in that book that's going to my classroom. But very, very excited to read this in the fall. This is one that I've had my eye on since it came out, and people really loved it. I really love witchy things, so I'm very excited to read that. And then we have Pink Slip by Katrina Jackson. Love Katrina Jackson. This is a spy romance. She's the one who works for the spies. I remember her character. I love the series. There's a married couple and she works for them, so very excited to read that. Then I do have 4 books that I ended up getting at Half Price Books today. I did a whole shop with me vlog, so I got Notorious by Patricia Potter with that step back. I have Sea Raven, which it's a pirate romance. These were all on clearance, so that's why I got them. We have The Last Night's Scandal by Loretta Chase. I did not have this one. And then we have One Night of Scandal by Teresa Medeiros, which I really loved that step back. So those are all the books that I got. A huge thank you to anybody who bought me a birthday present. I truly appreciate every one of my friends who sent me something. I love you guys so much. And let me know what you're excited for me to have gotten. I definitely was spoiled this past birthday, and I spent too much money at my book signings, but that's okay. You gotta treat yourself. But that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.